36 days in the grow pan. So this is our grow pan. We stock 120,000 baitfish in the pond.
And where do you begin?
That's our nursery pond.
The first one.
The first one. We stock 600,000 last June. Then after a month of culture, we transfer 2 inches size millfish in here. So we stock 120,000. Then on the last pond, we stock another 107,000 pieces. So after like in 2 weeks time, we will harvest all this fish. Then we'll harvest again the remaining another 100,000.
How about the other ones that were in the
We
first
still have 100, more or less 150,000 pieces there. We're about to transfer in this pond after we clean out this pond. Then by next month, we will be stocking another 1 million of milkfish fry in this pond. It will serve again as a nursery pond. So it's like a cycle. We rotate the fish until we achieve that baitfish size of milkfish.
And your plan is to keep a nursery of how many?
We're just rotating 2 nursery ponds because some of these ponds are not doesn't fit for a nursery because there's some deep portion that hasn't yet been filled up.
So you need a shallow place.
Yeah, shallow and level
Flat,
place.
flat.
Yeah, flat place where we can totally harvest the fish. So of 5 ponds we're operating now, only 2 are qualified to be used as a nursery pond. That pond and this pond.
Normally, what's the ratio of the nursery to the growing pond?
Normally it should constitute 10 to 15%. But since we don't have available space, we utilize this pond as a nursery. So normally it should be smaller
because
yeah.
they're still small.
It's true. Yeah.
And
But
this is a growing pond.
yes. That's the ideal nursery pond in there.
Oh, the beginning of
Yeah,
the first part.
1,000 square meters for units, so it's totaling to 4,000.
Maybe you can cooperate with them once they.
Of course.
The idea is to cooperate and join forces.
Yeah.
And then have a good output.
Yes. We can.
Friendly competition.
Yes. And even we can somehow advise them on how to improve their technical capability.
So compared to the milkfish farms in the Philippines, how is this place? Is it a small one or medium or?
Actually, this is just we consider it as a very small area because normally one person can. This is just considered as one module of fish pond because normally like a private sector owns hundreds of hectares or 200 hectares. And one person can manage this pond because originally this pond is designed as a modular method of milkfish culture where we stock baby milkfish fry, then we harvest in that grow out pans, marketable size. But during the time when this project we started this project way back 2004, after it has been completed in near its completion in 2007, we're doing marketable size. But we've seen the potential of baitfish production. So instead of growing millfish up to marketable size in these grow out ponds, we utilize cages where we transfer from 4 to 5 inches size. Once we grow from the nursery pond, we transfer in the stunting pond. Then the 4 to 5 inches size, we had them grow in the cages
outside.
For marketable size, so that we can utilize these grow out ponds for baitfish production, which has bigger revenue.
Yeah. And also the cages allow them to wash in the open ocean.
Yes, and the quality of millfish for eating is much more cleaner, and locals prefer that one.
Yeah, true.
So that's the reason why it has been maintained to grow marketable size in cages, just to meet the demand of the customers locally.
Wow.
So that's the original design of this pond. And in the future, also shrimp farming can be done in this pond.
Shrimp farming?
Yes, because we have natural tidal flow, water from gravity. Tidal water can come inside in the pond, but we have like a reservoir of fresh water going into that sedimentation pond. So the ideal salinity level, which is the brackish water, 15 to 20 ppt of water can be mixed in here, which is ideal for shrimp farming. We've known a source from Saipan and Hawaii where they produce SPF shrimp. It's a specified pathogen-free shrimp. There's no virus and stuff, so it can be
Imported.
yeah.
That's amazing.
So it's a Vaname. It's a white shrimp. So
And where is it from?
Saipan
Saipan.
and Hawaii. Those are the sources. Already some of the fish ponds has already brought into Palau. They tried, but our pond is the most suited environment. Has the most suited environment because of this brackish water condition of our pond, water condition.
And are they fed the same way?
No.
Another thing, I heard that the shrimps are territorial animals, and so they like to fight each other. So how do you?
Yeah, they're
deal with
carnivorous
that?
fish.
Yeah.
I mean crustaceans. Based on the
prevent.
average body weight of the fish, we can compute the total biomass of the area. Then there's a corresponding feeding rate that we will give to the shrimp. Then during the molting stage where they shed off, we minimize feeding. We control our feeding. We reduce up to 50% so that we won't overfeed the pond. Somehow shrimp is kind of more sensitive compared to millfish farming. But we have experience in growing shrimp back in the Philippines.
Plan on developing crab because Robert is interested in crab.
Yeah, the guy right now, which is he's from Marshall Islands, he's coming back here.
Oh
So
yes.
he did
From
PCC.
extension. Yeah,
He's
extension.
coming back
PCC.
here. That's what I hear. So hopefully we can work together, and we've been working together ever since.
Yeah.
So he's also expert in millfish hatchery. So the breeders that we have from Shalom, the millfish food stuff, we can develop it too.
Didn't he give them some?
Yep.
They're already there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so
it just
hopefully-
need to be maintained and more breeders to be brought in.
And then we can have our own
Yeah, our
fries.
own.
Our
Yeah,
own
we will.
fries.
We will stop importing from Taiwan. Those are the future plans.
And then you can export it to all the
Yes, other Pacific Islands.
Yeah, especially Nauru.
Yes.
They love
Yes.
milkfish.
True. Other islands like Solomon, Tuvalu, they want to import those
Fries.
fries.
Yeah.
There's great potential in the future. Marlon is my lead technician. These
I know
are-
him.
Yeah, he's the only one guy left.
Remaining.
The remaining guy left from the original group, eh?
Yes, I recognize him.
Tamar, Dennis, Bonbon, and Jesse. Those are all experienced technician in the Philippines. So we brought them here to support our project.
How long?
And from now, the truck is coming, so we're harvesting 6,000. Then we'll still sort out some for tomorrow's order.
Oh, so how much are you giving the fishermen?
Actually, one fishing boat requires 15,000 to 20,000 per month.
Of individual fish?
Fishing boat.
Per month?
Per month.
Wow.
So there's like 50 to 60 fishing boats here in Palau.
Yeah.
So there's big market where we cannot supply even 10% of it.
Yeah, that's 500,000 pieces of fish every month.
Yes.
Yeah. If you,
It's
wow.
nearly a million, sir.
Nearly a million.
So we're not.
You're not even scratching anything.
So there's no competition at all for baitfish.
Yeah.
So there's an open market for that.
And how much do you sell each one?
Actually, as far as I'm concerned, it's averaging 30 to 40 cents.
40 cents each piece.
Yeah, depending on the demand, eh? But
Yeah.
right now it's more over 30 cents.
So and it's advantageous for the fishing vessel to get the
Yes,
bait
it's
locally
Yeah,
rather than somewhere
yeah.
else.
It's risky if they get it from the outside. I mean, if they transport the fish from in the middle of the ocean, because sometimes they damage the boat. Once the boat go near with each other and the waves are strong,
Yeah.
it's very risky and it costs a lot of fuel for them.
Oh, because it's heavy.
Yes. Heavy and the distance is far. They need to go further distance to get the bait fish. Yeah,
Counter?
yeah.
You have to count?
Us? Yeah, we count it. We have a rubber band every 100, put one.
Oh.
Yeah, for me, I can count in 15 minutes. I can count 2,000 pieces. You should not fool the fishing board, or else they will for sure they will know, because their hooks, they know the
The
numbers.
number of the hook.
So once you fall short, they will say, "Hey, you guys are fooling us." So that's the size of the baitfish.
They've been cultured for a long time, right?
Yeah, over like 300 years.
300
Yes.
years. The Taiwan, they eat it.
Yes.
They use it for food.
Yes,
Also, in
China
Japan.
to Indonesia and Philippines. It really supplies a lot of the protein, fish protein requirement of the people.
So in Philippines, it's called the bangus.
Yeah, bangus.
Yeah, in Palau, it's
Ow.
How about in Indonesia?
I don't know. I haven't. Panyava in Tuvalu.
Tanyaba,
Ava in Kiribati.
Ava.
Too small also is not good, because it's not attractive to
the fish.
the fish. So it should be ideal size.
Ideal size.
4.5 to 6 inches.
How much mortality do you get from?
Normally, it's based on the scientific study or the research. Normally, in an extensive approach, right now we're doing a semi-intensive where we have paddle wheel. Our target here is 50 to 60%. But in an extensive survival rate from the baby. In an extensive approach, extensive wherein you stack like 50 pieces per square meter. In this one, we stack 100 to 200 pieces per square meter. In an extensive way, sometimes you can reach 70%. You're already very good, very good, what do you call this? It's already a very good management. But in this one, we're looking at more than 60% right now.
So what's the size of an average farm?
This is a 1.4 hectares.
Hectares.
It's a 14,000 square meters. The one is 8,000. We remeasured it. I think 1.4 because some portion. That also has a potential for future expansion. This one, it's about a hectare. Also a hectare. Now they're growing. Right now they just stuck 400,000, and they're selling it to 2 inches size to one of the baitfish grower in Aurora, Irai. So I don't know how much are they selling. Solely tuna bait size.
In Melchior.
Melakyok and then Irai. Both.
So they're both in
Tuna bait business.
tuna bait, but it's not enough.
Yes.
It's not enough.
Not enough. It's a silvery fish. Also looks like millfish, but it's thinner. There's a lot in here. But if you're not careful, then they'll be able to go inside.
They
will
can
eat a
eat
lot.
those?
Yeah, the small ones, the baby, especially in the nursery. And some snakes, brown snakes, they also eat. There's a lot in here. So, but they're not eating much.
They go in?
Yeah, the
Into
brown
the water?
snakes. And there's crocodiles here too. This serves as sanctuary for the crocodiles.
Sanctuary, yeah? So we have in Ngatpang farm, Mardub, sanctuary for crocodile.
Or just chase them out. Daytime, when there's sun, we don't need to use that one because there's a photosynthetic effect that would provide oxygen for the needed
To
oxygen.
the inside
Yes,
farm.
because we have planktons in here. But nighttime, those planktons also requires oxygen, so they will compete to the fish. That's the reason why we use paddle wheel. We also measure the dissolved oxygen concentration of the pond for us to determine the needed
Does it make a
oxygen.
difference?
Sure. It will help in the good survival rate, good condition of your fish, healthy condition of your fish. Because once millfish runs out of oxygen, they normally gasp for air and they start to become weakened and parasites can start.
They come out to it.
Yeah. It serves as a sanctuary, the floating cage in
In the Rock Island?
Yes, a
And
lot.
then do they spawn?
Yeah, for sure. There's a season where they really aggregate in the
plenty of
rim.
them? Yeah.
Then there's a school also of trevally,
Yeah.
like hundreds of trevally. My guys sometimes catch them because my guys are installing black net, lift it up.
Yeah.
So sometimes they catch 6, 7 pieces. Then they text me, Eric, you want? Okay, I get some trevally and sardines. So my guys, they don't have problem with the
with their food.
So
Ayos.